Give us an assessment of the overall performance of your team Friday.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't too bad. I think we started out pretty well. The first 48 minutes were really good, not giving up any points and starting on a 14-0 run. That was a really good start for us, and it showed us what we were capable of, I think. And then the end of the first half, I think we got a little complacent and we got tired a little bit. You know, the nerves. We could definitely see the nerves, not only of the freshmen, but all of us. You know, 4 guys coming into the starting lineup that weren't there last year. So we got the nerves out of us, which was a good thing.
What do you think the team needs to improve on the most from Friday?
Well, obviously board play showed up a lot in the stat sheet, being something of concern for us, and I think we've been better than that just yesterday in practice even, and that's definitely been one of the things that we've got to work on and that we've been working on. But it's definitely something that showed up in the game, along with the defensive end. We can't do a lot of the things on defense that we did, but we're getting better with it.
What are the positives you can take from the game?
I think we worked on a lot of stuff in the game. It was good to play against somebody else. You know, we got our first game jitters out for all of us, and I think that's good. The crowd in here was great. You know, the student section was in here, which was awesome, and so it was good for us to play in front of people, which we haven't done yet. And a lot of these guys haven't played in front of that many people probably in their whole basketball careers. So it was good for us to get that going, and then just working on our offense and playing together has been a lot better.
How were the point guard sharing duties with Isaac that feel natural and switching back and forth?
Yeah, it was good. You know, last year, for me anyways, last year Kyle and I kind of did the same thing when we'd have our 4 guard lineup. You know, I'd bring it up, he'd bring it up, and I'd play off the ball some. He'd play the 4 some. So it's not too different for me. I've always kind of played the combo guard role, and I think for the same for Isaac. You know, he's good at both positions, and I think we both can play it, and we play off each other pretty well.
What have you seen from Isaac this year? Last year he wasn't the number 1 point scoring guy like he is this year. What have you seen from asserting himself, being more aggressive this year?
Yeah, you know, just obviously he hasn't played in a while. You know, he hasn't played in a year and a half, 2 years. So
Norman.
Oh, Norman.
Yeah.
Norman. Just kind of getting his new role. You know, obviously he had a good game the other night. He shot the ball well. That's what he's been working on in the off season. Obviously, he's always been a prolific driver. That's been his biggest asset. That and being a lockdown defender. So just being able to manage working hard on both ends, I think, is his biggest thing. Being able to now take a bigger role on the offensive end is the biggest thing that he's got to work on, and he's doing a really good job of it.
Last year you kind of tasked with coming off the bench and being like the energy guy and kind of bringing the offense in the second unit. Is it a different adjustment this year when you're starting and kind of not necessarily having to look to score right away?
Yeah, you know, it's difficult. You know, you gotta prepare to start right away. Usually, last year I was used to being able to watch and kind of get a feel of the game and the flow of the game for about close to 5 or 6 minutes before I even entered the game. So now you just got to go in. You got to be ready to play right away and still bring that spark that I did last year. And so it's difficult, but it's something that I definitely think I can do.
What's your impression of some of the freshmen that are out there for the first time?
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's tough to go out there for your first game. It's a different experience, and it's different to play with all these new guys. You know, these guys haven't played with us. We haven't played with them, so it's just a new experience for all of us. But you know, Thomas and Gigi, they came in and they played well. Obviously, Kavan came in and rebounded and scored the ball as well. So they all did some really good things for us.
I think the tempo of the offense is right now.
I think it's good. Obviously, I think we can play a little bit faster, but there's different groups that we can put in there that I think that we can't play as fast with, just with the personnel that we have. I think we have to pound the ball inside with some of our big lineups, and we can't run quite as much. But at the same time, we have lineups that we can really get out and go, and I think that's our biggest asset as an offensive team.
How do you get guys to talk more on defense? Guys that might be quiet naturally. How do you get them to talk more on the court?
I think that goes with leadership. That's kind of on me and Norman to get everybody to talk. You know, people follow us, and as long as we're talking and we're being energetic and we're helping them out, they're going to help us out. You know, they're good guys. They're going to want to have our back, and we know they have our back. It's just getting them to actually speak up and be loud and be out of their comfort zone. That's the difficult part.
And then we open up. As soon as we open up,